What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of my career mode here in Ala Mobile. And as we are already on the first qualifying lap here in Austria, I am completing it. And it will be a 1 minute 06. And a huge pile up on the pit entry. Interesting. What has the AI cooked again? I don't know. And with that lap I just done, I'm in P7. So through into Q2. And here you can see the results. And now we go into Q2. And on the end of our flying lap, final 2 corners. And completing the lap with a time of 1 minute 06.5. I assume this lap was a bit slower than the Q1 lap. So here are the results for Q3, and now we're in Q3. I got in. So in the end of the first run of Q3, and I set a purple first sector and a green middle sector, and the final sector will be purple 2. I'm 4 tenths a bit more behind Leclerc, and this put me down to P5 now. So for the second run I'm hoping to improve my time. I just set a purple first sector out of turn 4 we go now, and down to turn 6 and 7, the 2 trickiest turns on this track, and I am 1.1 seconds behind. Just in one turn I lost around 7 tenths or something. How? What have I cooked in this turn? But now finishing the lap, and I'm half a second behind Leclerc, so in P4. So the final sector was good to get 6 tenths back, gain 6 tenths back, and here are the results overall. And now we will get into the race. And 5 red lights are off, and off we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. And we get a good start, but lost 1 position to a Ferrari, I think. And a Mercedes is now trying to overtake us. I'm sticking to the outside and braking a bit later than him, and can maintain the position. So I'm in P5. And now out of this turn we go. The AI gets a better traction, but I can stay in front. But the AI always has good traction out of turns. When now I run wide a bit, and the Mercedes goes through, and also Aston Martin, Lance Stroll also overtakes me. So I lost 2 positions in that turn, where I'm really struggling already, also in the qualifying. And now in the final 2 corners I get a better exit, and with overtake I can re-overtake the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll, and in the end of lap 1 I am in P5. I just overtook Russell, but running wide, and instead Lance Stroll re-overtakes me and George. But the DRS gets already activated in lap 2, so I will have it now on Lance. But he pulls away out of the turn, and instead Russell tries to re-overtake me. But I can defend him and stay in P6. I run wide a bit through turn 4, but can maintain P6 now. Through this turn, now I run runs good through it. So I didn't lose the position now in this turn. A little bit defensive into turn 9. And now on to the start-finish straight in the end of lap 2. And through turn 1 I gained a bit of time on Lance, trying to re-overtake him. I'm braking very late, but the AI always gets a good exit. I didn't activate overtake somehow, and Russell gained much time. And I brake too late, and he goes through, and I'm down to P7 once again. And I also run right through this turn. The McLaren of Oscar Piastri, I assume, it got through all two. So I'm down to P8. But directly trying to re-overtake him. Down to turn 9, he backs off, but I leave him enough space so we run side by side through the final 2 corners. But I can overtake him. And but now he has got DRS. I'm defending turn 1 in the inside. And he backs off once again, so I can stay in front of him. I can stay in P7. But I think I don't have DRS on the Mercedes in front. He's trying to overtake the Aston of Lance Stroll, but stays behind. I'm trying to defend Oscar with overtake, so I can stay in front. I gained a bit of time on both in front of me, because they are fighting. But through this turn, I'm always losing so much time. And as you just saw, Oscar tried to make the move on the outside, but I overtook him. And now he tries on the inside. It distracts me a bit, but I can stay in front of him. And now we're in lap 5. Stroll and Russell running side by side through turn 1, and this cost there much time, so I caught up to them. And now trying the dive bomb, but tagged his rear tire, and so it didn't fully work out. But at least I have DRS now and run away from Oscar, and now tried on the outside and still didn't work. And now through turn 6 and 7 we go. The 2 turns where I am really struggling. Probably it's the setup, which I once again fumbled a bit, but should be okay for this race. And now through turn 1 we go. I caught up again to Lance and George again, but not in a range where I can make a move. Braking very late, but he gets a better exit through turn 3 and creates a gap again. And I run wide a bit out of turn 4. And now through those 2 turns I lost a huge amount of time again. Through the final 2 turns, out onto lap 7 we go. and setting a purple final sector. So in the final sector I'm fast compared to the AI, and this also shows that I caught up to Stroll, trying on the outside and then moving to the inside, and overtook him before the DRS zone. This was a nice move. And now also having the DRS and with the overtake, I tried to create a small gap that he can't re-overtake me. But I run wide a bit, I brake too late a bit, and so he tries it again. I have to defend the inside of 6, I mean. And now he tries it on the outside. He overtakes me on the outside of 6. And he is in front of me again. Trying to hang with him with the overtake. And a small dive bomb in turn 9. Banging the wheels and overtaking him again. And now I'm hopefully finally up to P6. So now through turn 1 we go. I caught up to Russell once again. At least I got the DRS of him. Braking very late. But he can then create a gap again. But with the DRS I can stay ahead of Lance. And running wide on the exit of turn 4, which invalidates my lap time, and he once again tries it on the outside and we bang wheels once again. Can I stay ahead of him? Running side by side in the whole third sector on the outside of 9. He backs out and I can't stay ahead. He has got DRS, I think, but is too far away to make a move. So hopefully I now can finally overtake Russell instead. Closing up to him, up to the hill, braking. This time brake. No, I run wide. I thought I braked a bit earlier, but instead I had too much speed to the turn and I ran wide. It didn't cost me a position, but it cost me a big amount of time. So now Lance is again directly behind me, but now I'm choosing a clever line that he can't really overtake me in this turn, and I can stay ahead. And as we now are moving to lap 11, where Russell and Stroll are pitting, so I will move up to P5. Next up ahead is Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. And in lap 13 there's a safety car! A safety car! It's still a bit too early for the pit stop, but I think I will make the pit stop because this is the best time to make the pit stop during a safety car. I run wide a bit on the pit entry, but it wasn't bad. No! The Ferrari of Leclerc, I think, came out directly in front of us, which cost us a bit time. But starting the pit stop, and we are down to P13 or something, I think, on the pit exit, and I nearly spun away because of the pit exit that is so bumpy. Yeah, we are down to P13, and one lap later there are two other drivers pitting, so I'm up to P12 at first, and then up to P11. I think it was Antonelli and Norris who pitted. And one more lap later, when the safety car ends, there's some more drivers pitting, 3 drivers are pitting, so I'm up to P8. And also the safety car comes in and directly trying to overtake Pierre Gasly into turn 1. He brakes a bit earlier than me and I can secure his position, and I'm up to P7. And with overtake trying to create a small gap. Up ahead next is Kevin Magnussen, and Verstappen is in the pits, so I'm up to P6 now. And again a purple final sector, and in the meanwhile I caught up to Kevin Magnussen in the Ferrari. I think it's Leclerc, and trying on the outside, making the move, and got him. And directly caught up to Charles. And with the overtake I can stay with him. But I'm waiting for the start finish line to overtake him, because in the middle sector it's nearly impossible to overtake cars. And this time I run nearly perfectly through the turn, and I caught up to the Ferrari again, and 2 more drivers are pitting, so I'm up to P3, and now overtaking Charles Leclerc for P2 in the end of lap 17 onto lap 18. And next up is Lewis Hamilton in the other Ferrari, who is nearly 6 seconds ahead. But the Ferrari of Leclerc, he sends the dummy on the inside and brakes too late, and he hops the curb and flips the car, and I can stay in front of him. And now, well, and the curb clipped my car. The curb also clipped my car. I nearly lost the race here. And on lap 23, Lewis pitted, and now I'm in first place. Once again, after 2 DNFs in a row, I'm finally winning a race again, hopefully. And now on to lap 36, 12 laps later, because there didn't happen anything anymore in those 12 laps. The gap to Leclerc stayed nearly the same, and Russell is in 3rd place, but the tires, they are really dead in 12 laps. But I couldn't pit later. If I pitted when the safety car already ended, this would cost me much more time. So I think this was a good decision. And the tires aren't fully dead, so it's still good. So through the last turn we go, and we're winning. I'm winning my home race. The 2nd win in this career, and it's in my home race. Here you can see the podium celebrations. With me on the podium there are Leclerc and Russell, and Hamilton with the pit stop fell back to P4, and my teammate Albon got P19. Good race for him, I would say. And here are the standings. The driver standings, I move up to P8, and the constructor standings will move up to P5. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.